Hello, welcome. Hopefully this mic is working. Testing. I mean, all the lights are on. It's telling me that it should be working. Welcome to my bedroom. Don't make it weird. Don't be weird about it, okay? We're just hanging out in here because there's just more space. Welcome. Today we are talking a year's worth of empties. I have done my best to collect all of my empties from 2025 and kind of go through and see what I went through and whether or not I liked it. I'm going to try to remember. Some of these are from the beginning of last year, but I'm going to do my best to recollect. There are a few things in here that I know I'm missing. A few deodorants, a couple of toothpastes, I think. There's a couple things that I threw away before I decided to start collecting all of my empties for the year. So there's going to be some things missing here, but doesn't mean that I didn't use them. I know, if it's not on the gram, I guess, like, did it really happen? But whatever, I'm telling you, it did. Also, I know that there's a lot of Project Pan creators on here who show you things like empty soap boxes, sheet mask wrappers, candles, that type of thing. I do use these items, but for whatever reason, I didn't think to keep those. I didn't really think that would, although I Project Pan everything in my life, I didn't know if you guys would be interested in seeing that kind of stuff. But, I mean, going forward, I might decide to keep a few of those empties to show. I just really like to kind of collect and reflect and see whether or not I am using the products that I'm buying, how often or how reoccurring I am using them, and really just get a hold of my consumption. Mind you, I've been doing Project Pan and like no buy, not necessarily a no buy, but don't buy until I need it type of thing. So, because I did, especially during the years of like 2022, 2023, I accumulated a lot of things. I was being sent a lot of things. I was a little crazy with my shopping a little bit. So I've accumulated a lot of things, and I would say probably since like 2023, I've actually been doing like a Project Pan and stuff like that way before. Good afternoon. How are you, Matthew? Thank you for joining. Like, share, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I've been doing Project Pan probably since like 2023, 2022, 2023. Mind you, I've been doing Project Pan my whole life. I come from a family, from a mom especially, that there is no such thing as waste. You're just working. Boo work. I say that as I'm on my winter hiatus. So yeah, my mom drilled in me for a long time since I was very, very young that nothing goes to waste. You use everything till it's the last drop. You don't open something new until you finish the last one. So cutting open tubes and using things to the last drop has been part of my lifestyle, I guess, since I was very young, but I've only really implemented it in the last few years because, like I said, I've accumulated way too many things, and I really went hard last year to use up a lot of the things before they expire. Given away a lot of things before, because I knew I wouldn't be able to use them before they expire. So yeah, we're just gonna go through a couple of bags here of everything I managed to keep and to just go through what I thought about it. Some of this stuff is my personal items. A lot of these things like hairspray and some of the makeup and stuff like that were from my kids. But I decided to keep it as well because I just like to see how much I actually go through, and it gives me a better idea if I need to stock up on things like hairspray, like how much I need to go, so I don't go crazy and just buy like 20 cans of hairspray. Okay, so let's get to it. I think the best thing to do is probably dump all of these things. This bag is breaking because she was so full. And maybe kind of go through by category, maybe? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Put you down here so you can kind of like see all of these things. Alright, maybe I should clip this so I can use both of my hands. Also, let me know if you guys are hearing me okay, because it's my first time using my little mic. I also want to count at the end and see how much. Again, I know I'm missing a lot of things that I just didn't manage to hold on to. I know I threw away a lot of like hair products on location while I was working like weddings and stuff like that, instead of just like bringing back the empty hairspray bottle. I did throw away at like the client's house or whatever the case may be. And like I said, I know that there was like a couple of toothpastes and maybe a couple of deodorants. I used a lot of soap last year. I was really trying to get through my soap bars, but I didn't keep the packages and stuff like that. I know some creators do that, but I didn't. And I've already started for next year. I already have like a good chunk of empties in my 2026 empty bag. So depending if you guys like this kind of content, we will be doing it again for next year. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. I'm just wondering if I should separate it by like category, or if I should just go through it. What do you guys think? This is so much stuff. Mind you, I mean, this is a lot for a year. I do feel like I could have done better, which I definitely would have done better if I just managed to stay consistent a little bit more. I know that there was like periods of last year that I wasn't doing my skincare like daily. I was washing my face obviously, but I wasn't doing like the whole skincare regimen. I know there was like periods where I wasn't doing it for like 2 or 3 months. So I probably could have done a lot better if I had stayed more consistent with my skincare and stuff like that, which I really need to do in order to get through a lot of my stuff, which I've been really focusing on. So what I'm doing for this year is that I'm trying to like have a focus product in each category to make sure that I like get through that. Instead of having like 3 or 4 serums open, I'm trying to have like 1 or 2 that I use mostly, and just like finish that off before I open a new one. Something that you won't see here is a lot of like half empty stuff, because like I said, I was ingrained from a young age to always keep using the same product until it's done before opening another one. My mom would literally get upset with me because I was one of those kids that was just like, I don't want to use this body wash anymore. And then I would see that my mom bought like a fancy like Olay moisturizing one, and I'd be like, this one, I want to use this one. And she would literally get mad at me because she would see it open, right beside a bottle that's like half empty. So I've been ingrained, I'm telling you, since a young age to use up my empties. And I'm not talking about like, oh, like use it up as much as you can squeeze out. No, like cutting open things and getting every last bit out. So let's get started. I don't know. I don't even know how to organize this. I don't know if I should just... Okay, let's just gather a few of like the similar items and like we'll talk about it, yeah? Unless you guys have any ideas about how I should do this. Okay, right off the bat, I'm seeing a few toothpastes. So let's gather those together. I'm also, for somebody who wears like glasses, sometimes I don't see things that are right in front of me. So I can bet you any money that we'll talk about all these toothpastes and then I'll eventually find another one. Okay, so right off the bat, these are the ones that I can find. Yeah. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know for a fact there's at least 2. Another one of these guys and a little mini that I did not keep before I started collecting for Project Pan. So these are mine. Let me talk about these little Colgate Totals. They're always great to use. I like keeping them in my purse as well, or like for travel. You get these, I get these at least from my dentist every time I visit. They're great toothpastes, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the optic white when I did use this. I did feel like it actually did make a difference in terms of like whitening and all that kind of stuff. It's a good one. It's one of the pricier toothpastes, but I believe I was sent this from Colgate with one of their one of their toothbrushes to try out. The ones with like the interchangeable brush heads or whatever. So I did like this. I do feel like this optic white line from Colgate, I want to make sure it's Colgate, not Chris, does make a difference. And then my other toothpastes are these High Smile ones. Yes, I gave in to social media influence and I bought these. The first flavor that I had tried were these. This is cotton candy one. I've been using this probably since 2024, I want to say. But these are just some of the ones that I kept from 2025. The cotton candy is my favorite. It's one of the ones that I will always buy anytime I go and buy these. I usually buy like 3 at a time because they do like those bundles. I haven't tried any of their other products. I'm sure they're great as well. Really like these guys. In terms of flavors, like I said, I really enjoyed the cotton candy. Watermelon was also a really good one. Lychee, surprisingly, I enjoyed. Mango, I thought I was going to enjoy more. But they were all good. But like I said, I really like the cotton candy. I've ordered this one almost every time I order. I would order the watermelon and the lychee again, but I feel like I might not order the mango because I want to try some of their other ones. Right now, I'm finishing up the squishy, the Simpsons squishy flavor, which I really like. And my other favorite besides the cotton candy is the grape bubblegum, I think it is. I think it's like a grape bubblegum. That one smells exactly like those grape bubblegum toothpaste tubes, but like it was actual bubblegum, but it looked like in a toothpaste. The grape one from when I was a kid, it has like a very nostalgic flavor. So I really enjoy it. So yes, High Smile, I would definitely repurchase. I've already repurchased. I think I have like 3, even more probably. I think I have like 6 to use up because I stocked up during their like Boxing Day, I think it was, like their Cyber Monday, Boxing Day or whatever, where I got a couple of them for like $1. I remember paying, I think it was like $20 with shipping for 3. So that's why I stock up when I see them cheap. I'm pretty sure I got like a couple of cotton candy ones for $1 because I just happened to click on like the surprise day for the cotton candy. So I think I have like 6 to go, but these are 4 here. So those are toothpastes. Again, these little guys I get from my dentist, so I'm not necessarily going to repurchase these. This is a great option if you're looking for something for whitening, which is really good. I'm a coffee drinker, so like I'll throw these. Usually I'll have 2 on the go. I'll have like a High Smile, and then I'll have like a whitening one, or like I like the Pronamel Repair as well because I'm prone to cavities, unfortunately, no matter how well I take care of my teeth. So I'll usually have like a High Smile going because I like the flavors, you know, fluoride's good and all that kind of stuff. But then I'll also have like a toothpaste treatment that I kind of go back and forth with, open at all times. Staying on like the oral care, I don't use mouthwash. I was told by a dentist a while ago that mouthwash, is it necessary? So I haven't ever really used mouthwash, at least not for a long time. I think these are all the floss ones. Yeah, there's not too many because I had refills of the cocoa floss. This is not something we can get in Canada. I'm pretty sure I got mine in a Fit Fab Fun box originally, and I had ordered from Fit Fab Fun as like an add-on or whatever, like 3 additional little spoolies that you put in here. I'm going to keep this just in case I do see that they comes to Canada, or I do see them on like FabFitFun or something like this, and I have a little case for it, because I mean, I like having something like this and I can put like the little spools of floss in, rather than having something like these where I have to throw out the whole thing once it's done. You know, as much as I do project pan for, you know, not to waste money, not to waste product or whatever, sustainability, I also always look for like refill options, because again, sustainability, this is what it's about. It's about not wasting resources, not wasting product, not wasting money, you know, all that stuff. Which I also liked this one, Bamboo Earth. I believe I got this on Amazon because I was looking for a refill option when I ran out of these guys. I enjoyed the wax. The floss itself was good. It was pretty thick. I don't like it when like they're extremely thin and I don't feel like it's really cleaning anything between my teeth. So this was like a good girth, if that's what you're looking for with your floss. And then I have a couple of these little guys, again, little Colgate flosses. There's not too many, like too much floss in these guys, I don't believe. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's like 3 yards. So it's nothing crazy. It's not like as much floss as you would get in this or this. I get these from my dentist. My dentist is always cool. She always hooks me up with like a toothbrush, one of these flosses, and a toothpaste. So I went through a couple of these. I believe one of the flosses that I'm missing is another one of these, but. And then we have just your regular schmegular. This is Life brand. Floss. And I think that's it for oral care. Some other things that I have a lot of that maybe I can kind of go through. So, being a hairstylist, makeup artist, working in bridal, I go through hairspray, a lot of hairsprays, and like I had mentioned earlier, a lot of my empty hairsprays aren't here because I threw them out on the job at location. Instead of bringing back empty cans home with me, you know, there's another one here. I would just drop them off in the garbage there. I know for a fact I'm missing at least like 3 of these ones because it's my favorite Stronghold hairspray. I got 2 different versions. This one I believe was a version that I bought on Amazon. Way too expensive. Way cheaper to buy these at grocery stores, Walmart. I believe I got a bunch of these cans on Flash Food. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's a food waste app with grocery stores where you can get products, and most of it is food, but you'll find some stores here and there that'll do things like body care or household cleaning products and stuff like that. And I remember there was a store that put these up for $5 each, and I bought as many as they had. I think it was like 6 at a time. Mind you, I still had some, but because they were only $6, $5.99, $4.99, something like that, I bought as many as they had, which was, I'm pretty sure, 6 bottles. So I'm very stocked up on this, but it is probably the #1 product that I use. So my empties videos will always have a lot of these guys. So that's one of my favorites. Moroccan oil. I have a couple of the medium finish hairsprays. Love this hairspray, but as you can tell when you hear this one has about a quarter of the hairspray left. The pumps on these, it's supposed to be aerosol. Look, they're terrible. I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the only cans that I actually gone through without the pump malfunctioning on me. I almost never finish a full bottle of this. I love the smell, oh my gosh. Almost never finish a full bottle of these because their pumps are so malfunctional. Like, I don't know what it is, because almost every other company that I use, I almost never have a problem with the nozzle, especially on an aerosol. Now it's deciding to work a little bit better. But mind you, that's very short-lived. I keep using this and it'll eventually just stop. So I hate this hairspray for that because I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna kind of be wasting my money. It's very unlikely for me to finish a full bottle. You can kind of hear a little bit, so finish a full bottle before the pump malfunctions. Also, I am no longer gonna be buying Moroccan oil. They are unfortunately funding genocide. So I've stopped buying Moroccan oil. I do have some Moroccan oil products in my inventory because I was given those products, so I'm going to use them because this is not a house that lets anything go to waste. But I am no longer going to be purchasing anything Moroccan oil, unfortunately, which really sucks because I love how this smells, and every time I use it, there's people in the room being like, oh my god, I love that smell. It smells so good. So great medium finish hairspray if you're looking for something that's not crazy strong that you can work through hairstyles with, that's not going to cement anything down. But nozzle sucks and company sucks, so I'm not going to be buying those hairsprays. Oh, my dog is coming to join us. Hello, Cuddles. We're talking about these empties. Are you okay? You lie down? Oh, good girl. No. Another Moroccan oil product that I have here is the dry texture spray. You're okay, Cuddles. You're okay. She gets weird about sounds and noises. Lie down. You lie down. Is a texture spray. It's a good texture spray. I feel like I ran through it pretty quickly. Thankfully, this nozzle. Thankfully, this nozzle isn't as malfunctioning as the hairspray, so I was able to actually use it up. But again, not going to repurchase. It was an alright texture spray. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's anything amazing. But again, for reasons stated earlier that they fund, unfortunately, I'm not going to be purchasing from Rockno anymore. Another hairspray that I got here is Verb. This is their strong hairspray, Stronghold. Really good. I would find this comparable to Design Me's Hold Me hairspray in terms of like the stronger hold. Don't think it's as strong as this, but it's very strong. It's a really good strong hold. It's good to finish hairstyles with because it's not really a hairspray that you can use while hairstyling. Another hair product. This is the Bumble and Bumble texture spray. I liked this, but I do feel like it was a bit more wet in terms of texture than I like for a texture spray. I usually like texture sprays to be very dry, almost like you're spraying a powder into the hair, which most of the time texture sprays are like that. This one I found a little bit more on the wet side, but still very good in terms of the job that it does. So it does add texture, it does add grit, but because it's a bit more of a wet texture spray, I feel like I have to spray it from a little bit farther. But still a good one. I would probably repurchase. Wouldn't be the first thing that I would go for. I do like Bumble and Bumble products in general. I'm a big fan. But this wouldn't be the texture spray that I would go for if they were like, oh, here's all these texture sprays, which one do you want? I wouldn't necessarily like gun for this one, but she's a good one. And you get quite a bit in the bottle, which is really nice because usually texture sprays are a little bit smaller, as you can see. This is a big bottle for a texture spray, which I like. So wouldn't necessarily repurchase, but wouldn't say no either. If I find it for a really good price or whatever the case may be, or if I needed a pinch, I would definitely pick this up. Bumble and Bumble. This is the Dry Spun Texture Spray Light. If you're looking for links to anything that I mentioned, a lot of this is posted on my LTK. It's on my link in bio. So I have posted, because I post my work and I do all these things, so a lot of these products are posted on there. And if there's anything that you see here that you can't find on LTK or whatever the case may be, send me a message. I'll be happy to share. Let's see, what should be the next category? I guess maybe let's just make it easy and do like body washes and stuff. Yeah, whatever. could always come back to some of the other stuff. Detox shampoo. This is the body cleanser. This is body lotion. Body cleanser. I think that's all of the body cleansers. I had mentioned earlier that last year I was really focused on using up a lot of my soaps, like my bar soaps. I used a lot of those. I didn't keep the wrappers or the boxes. I know some creators do. I didn't. But just know that I used a lot of bar soap. So I don't have a lot of, like, in terms of like empty body wash bottles, because I was using a lot of soaps in general. I think I'm on my last, I think I have one more bar of soap left. And then I have a few body washes to go through. I have a family member who worked at a like manufacturing company, and she would give me a lot of like body lotions and body washes and stuff like that. So I have a few of those in my inventory. So I'm not buying body wash. I'm not buying body lotion, because I have quite a bit. So these are body related products: body wash, body scrub. These I got from Costco. I believe it was a pack of 3 or 4. And I'm pretty sure me and my mom split them. So these are the 2 that I used. The soft soap body energizing and exfoliating. Don't say that this is like super exfoliating. I don't really feel like it's very scrubby or anything like that, or it's not irritating, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily be like, oh yeah, that's a good exfoliator either. Pretty good body washes. They lather nice, they smell good. Nothing really to say about them. And I'd probably purchase again if I find I need body wash and I'm at Costco. And these were a good deal. So could possibly repurchase. Not going to be repurchasing anything anytime soon, like I said earlier, because I have a few still that I need to use up, and I'm going to do that this year. I have a Salt and Stone body wash. This is the bergamot and hinoki. This came in a pack with the deodorant, and I have the body lotion and these little travel minis. I really want just to try the products and try the scents and see if I liked it. I did. I don't really think that there was anything. I enjoyed the deodorant a lot, but we'll get to deodorants. Could possibly repurchase, probably wouldn't. It's pretty expensive. But if somebody wanted to give it to me as a gift, I'd be very happy. So yeah, and I did enjoy the scent. People were just like, I don't know, the scent is not that great. But I enjoyed it. I don't know. This is the Way body cleanser. This is the St. Bart's scent, which I enjoyed. This is a good body cleanser. I feel like it did its job. The only thing is that this packaging, for whatever reason, started leaking a little bit in my bag. So I had to use it up pretty quickly, which wasn't hard. I mean, look at the size of it. But yeah, I don't know again if I would repurchase the full size, because personally speaking, I think it's kind of silly to spend anything more than like $20 on body cleansers. Things that you're going to be, you know, going to be flushing down the drain, or just going down the drain anyway. But again, if somebody wanted to give me this gift, or if I got some in PR or something like that, I'd be very happy about it, because I do really enjoy the scent of the Way. I like all of their fragrances, to be honest. St. Bart's is a nice one, especially for the summer. And I finished this Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in the Rainbow Sherbet, which I wouldn't necessarily say that this smells like rainbow sherbet, but it does kind of smell. It gives me like this nostalgic vibes of like Skittles, or like those lime popsicles, like lemon lime snow cones almost kind of smell. I enjoyed this. I find that the sugar dissolves very quickly, so it's hard to get like a good scrub unless like you really kind of pile it on. I bought this in the States before they were in Canada, and I probably would repurchase. I don't know if I would repurchase this scent just because like I like trying new scents and stuff like that, but I would definitely repurchase the actual tea tree, like the tree Tree Hut scrubs. And I'd be excited to try new one. Right now I'm finishing up one that I have. Again, I have to be better about being more consistent with the body scrubbing. But I have one that I'm finishing up. It's like a honey scented one. It's a little bit more moisturizing. But as soon as that is done, I would probably go and repurchase one of these guys because they're pretty affordable. They're pretty affordable, and I like all the different scents. So, and now we have them in Canada, so I probably would repurchase as a nice affordable body scrub. Let's see, what should we move on to now? I guess since we talked about deodorant, I know I'm missing a deodorant for sure because I had finished one like the top of the year last year before I started saving. So these are like 3. Right now I'm using the aloe vera one from Sephora. It's like a gel, and it's taking me forever to get through her. So I'm pretty sure I use her every day, and like I slather it on and everything. But I've been using it for the last maybe like 2 months, and I don't see myself finishing anytime soon. But these are 3 of the deodorants, the 3 that I managed to keep. This secret one I liked. It's the cocoa butter scent, which I usually like to stick to things that are a bit softer in scent, nothing too strong. I like this better than a lot of their other scents that they have. It's just the cocoa butter one. Did like it. It was really good at protecting. I didn't stink when I wore this, so that's really good. I got this native sugar cookie deodorant, this little mini. Pretty sure like November 2024. I bought it down in Target when I was in Miami last, but didn't use it until this past holiday season because it's sugar cookie. Really nice. I enjoyed it. Again, didn't stink when I wore it, which I think is the main, reason that we wear deodorant. And then I mentioned earlier the Salt and Stone. I really like this, to be honest. I felt like I liked the texture of it. It didn't irritate at all whatsoever, and I really like the scent. It lasted pretty well, and again, I didn't stink when I wore it, so that's great. These 3 deodorants, all perfectly great. I probably wouldn't repurchase the Salt and Stone again because it's very, very expensive. Unless I got like a gift card or a gift or PR or something, sure, I'd be happy to use it. And then I would be repurchasing the more affordable ones just because they're more affordable and they're good. So I have no reason not to buy any of these. I wouldn't avoid them. But yeah, so those are the deodorants I enjoyed. There's not too many of things here that I wouldn't repurchase. Just saying. Right off the bat, I found these guys. So these are root touch-up sprays. I have usually a plethora of them in my hair kit. I do go through the dark brown one most. Just find that these are the ones, the most common hair type, especially if you're trying to make hair look fuller. Usually when the hair is darker, and if you don't have that fullness, it's going to show a little bit more than if you had like a lighter hair color. So I do use the darker colors usually more often, and then this one is a light brown color. I have blonde, I have red, I have dark brown, but these are just some. Again, I probably had more that I've used up, but these are the ones that I just managed to bring home and keep for the empties. I love these root sprays. Mind you, I like them better than like the root powders, like the ones that look like little eyeshadows. I like it better than the sticks, or any of like those dusting powders. These ones I find that they just do a really good job. It's really quick, and they last. Like I don't have to worry about spraying this on my clients at 8 a.m. I know by midnight it's still gonna be there. Those are really great. Let's see. Oh, here's another hair product. Let me just. Okay, I think that's it for like kit products. So Design Me Puff Me Mousse. This is the second empty that I had last year. I know for a fact that I threw one away. Really, really great to use, especially if you want to have volume for your blowouts. My bride's hair I know always stays voluminous when I use this. When I use this on myself, you know, it's great to use. Really, really good mousse. Really helps keep the hold of the volume, like lasts for days. And then this is the Osis Plus Volume Booster Spray, the Volume Up. It's been reformulated. Doesn't look like this anymore. I'm pretty sure it's like a pink color now. I enjoyed it. It's like a texture spray. So similar to the Moroccan Oil texture spray. I liked it. And I would repurchase in the new formula. Because I do like their new formula as well. See, that's it for like hairsprays and stuff like that. So let's see, what else? What else can we gather? Let's do maybe like shampoos. Shampoos and conditioners. Is that everything? I think that's all the shampoo conditioner. Oh wait, there's this little guy. Augustus Bader. Fantastic products. Their shampoo conditioner I don't like absolutely love. I feel like there are more prestige brands like them that have better shampoo and conditioners. I should have the conditioner counterpart to this somewhere, but I can't find it. So I probably wouldn't repurchase like the full size or anything like that. Again, if I was given a gift or some PR or something like that, I'd be happy about it, but didn't necessarily love their shampoo and conditioner. Mind you, this one is the, it doesn't say, it just says the shampoo. I'm wondering if they have different lines that maybe would work better for my dry hair, but this one was just okay. I probably wouldn't repurchase the full size. I got Jisoo. See, I wasn't joking when I told you that I cut things and I get everything out, because that has been what's been ingrained in me since pretty much birth. I like the Jisoo line. I find that I like the scent. I really liked how the shampoo left my hair feeling moisturized. It didn't make it feel stripped or dry at all. The conditioner is very, very nice. It's nice and thick. I got through the shampoo before I got through the conditioner. I mean, it's a pretty big tube. Looks small, but she's a pretty good sized tube. So, mind you, I usually get through my shampoos faster than conditioners in general. I know a lot of people are opposite, but I like to do a double cleanse almost all the time, every time. I enjoyed the Jisoo line. I would definitely repurchase. This is great. And like, it's a gentle hair care line, so if you're the type of person that washes your hair every day, I'm not, but if you are, this is a great gentle option. Safe for hair color, pretty much like all hair types. I just got like the healthy hair, the honey infused one. Would repurchase. I probably have them saved on my like Sephora wish list in the large sizes because I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I enjoyed Jisoo a lot, and I've tried a few of their little hair oils. I wonder, I should have some of those empties in here, but I remember getting a couple of the smaller sample sizes. They're almost like this kind of size. I'm going through a couple of those at least, but again, I can't find them here, so would repurchase. Really enjoyed that. I have I think a couple of hair care like shampoos and conditioners to go through first before I do any repurchasing, but enjoyed. Here I got some Design Me. This is their Gloss Me Hydrating Conditioner and Shampoo. I mean, I didn't dislike them, that's for sure. I enjoyed. The scent is very nice. I think they're just okay. I haven't tried some of their other lines. I like I usually try to go for a repairing or a hydrating line because my hair again is kind of dry. So these were good. I mean, I didn't feel like they were drying or anything like that. It did its job. Would I repurchase a full size? Maybe. Probably not, to be honest. Just because I like other brands and products that are around the same range. I really do like Design Me in general. I like a lot of their products. I like that they're Canadian. And again, if you feel differently, then that's fine. But These I enjoyed, but I probably wouldn't repurchase like the big size. Unless maybe they do some kind of reformulation and I find that it's a lot more hydrating, a lot more repairing or something, maybe. But these were just alright. I got a Color Wow. Where is the conditioner? Again, missing its counterpart. The Color Wow, this one is the Color Security shampoo. Once I started coloring my hair pink from last year, I needed a color protecting shampoo, and I got the conditioners, but again, it's missing, so I don't know for sure. I would recommend, I love Color Wow. Again, it's another company like Design Me where I love a lot of their other products. And these were great. Nothing that I would really like write home about, but nothing that I did not enjoy about them. Did its job. Has a pretty good scent. Yeah, I enjoy the scent. I like Color Wow products. Would I repurchase this again? Possibly. I'm not gonna gun for it as soon as I'm done with my hair, like my shampoos and conditioners, but I would definitely take it into consideration. I got a Brogio. This is the Don't Despair Repair Mask. It's a little travel sample. I like this hair mask. Do I feel like it could probably be more hydrating? Yes. But again, it's not bad. Would I repurchase the full size? Maybe if I find it at a good deal. This is a pretty expensive brand. So if I find it at a deal, or I get like a gift card or something, yeah, probably I would purchase a full size. What I really like about a lot of these brands is that they're coming out with like big jumbo sizes, which obviously more expensive, but you do get a lot of product. So, and I'm pretty sure Briogeo is one of those that you can find a lot of their products in like their jumbo size now as for. So would I repurchase? Maybe, possibly, if I get a good deal, like I said, or whatever. But this is alright. Something that I did not like, and I'm struggling to finish a bigger size of, is the K18 mask. I don't know if maybe my hair is just not damaged enough for the K18 masks. But every time I use it, my hair, this is just my hair kind of like blow dried dry. My hair looks like a cotton ball and feels like a cotton ball. It's so frizzy, it's so weird. It takes on a texture that I've never had before. And every time I use it, that's how my hair feels. So I don't know if like maybe my hair is just not damaged enough to use a product like this that needs all of that bond repair or whatever. But I really don't like the K18 mask. And I'm struggling. I have a travel size, like the smaller size. I think it's like the 30 ml or something like that. Which is unfortunate because I really enjoyed their hair oil. Again, I should have at least one or two in here of the little hair oil guys, but can't find. I really enjoy their hair oil. Their detox shampoo is actually not bad, but the mask, I can't. I don't know. It makes my hair feel so weird. Like my hair has texture to it. I have what I would say like those Irish curls or whatever. Like it gets really curly under here, and then this just kind of like. My hair doesn't really curl or stay straight. It just kind of fluffs out. This made it worse. It made it look like I had some kind of afro, and like I never have that texture, so it was really weird, and it didn't feel good. So K18 mask, as much as I wanted to like this and wanted it to work, it did not, and I would not repurchase. They are crazy expensive as well, so like again, if I did like it, I probably would only repurchase if I got it as a deal or something like that, because they are quite expensive. And I guess maybe that's why I expected more. But yeah, did not like the K18 mask. Really struggling to get through that last one. I might just, I don't know, throw it out, give it away. I have no idea. And the last shampoo, conditioner type of product that I can kind of see is the Whey Detox, which I really like. I like the Whey Detox. This is probably like my second mini bottle. Just I like to buy the minis to use in between my regular set that I'm using at the time. And so I don't have a bathroom full of like half empty shampoo bottles. I like to buy the little minis if I'm using it in between, which the detox one is one that I wouldn't use every time just because It can dry out your hair. It's clarifying shampoo. I really like this for a clarifying shampoo. Weighs a little bit more on the expensive side, but I would still think it'd be worth buying the full size at the full price. So yes, I would repurchase the full size. I really enjoyed this one. And I think that's it for hair products. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think that's it for hair products. Body lotion. It's the Pink Sugar Creamy Body Lotion. This came in a set with my Pink Sugar. It was my like signature scent a few years ago. And I got this set for Christmas, and I finished the body lotion finally. I'm not a body lotion person. I really struggle getting through body lotions. And I've been really trying to focus on body lotions this past little while. I'm lazy. I know people who are like, oh yeah, I moisturize every day. I am lazy. Most of the time if I'm using a body lotion, it's like right out of the shower. Because if I find that like my body is still wet, it's just easier, and I'm not like there trying to work in the product for as long. I'm lazy, you guys, I'm telling you. So this is right now the only body lotion, but I will say, no, that's a cleanser. There should be a First Aid Beauty. Anyway, I used the Ultra Repair Cream of a First Aid Beauty product, like the little tub. It was getting to the bottom, and I was finding that it was starting to burn my face, so I used the rest of that on my body, which again is not here. I'm missing a lot more products that I thought I was going to be missing. That's okay. I'm telling you, take my word for it. So this and the First Aid Body Ultra Repair Cream I was using on my body. I've been a lot better at using moisturizers and body lotions because I do have a few that I need to get through before they get really gross. So I'm doing a lot better about it. But again, I am not the best because I am lazy when it comes to body lotion, which is not good for me because I have dry skin. And especially in the winter, no bueno. All right, let's do cleansers maybe. That's makeup. So these are my face cleansers that I finished. I'm just making sure. I don't see any other ones. These two are like facial scrubs, like exfoliating physical scrubs. This one was alright. I'm pretty sure I got this one at like a FabFitFunBox. The brand is Intelligent Nutrients. No idea if it's still around or not. This one was alright. It's a little creamier. It didn't have as much of like little salt scrubbies or whatever they used. It had like a patchouli scent, which I don't love. I'm not a big fan of patchouli. But this was a pretty good, more moisturizing, I would say, physical exfoliant. This is the Polishing Peel from Purelisse. This is the Watermelon Energizing 2-minute Polishing Peel. Gently resurfaces skin smoothing. I like this. This was nice. It was a little bit more scrubby. Didn't use it as often because it was pretty intense. Sometimes I would mix this together if I wanted to use, like if I wanted to be more scrubby than this, because this one had a lot of like, it's like a cream base. So sometimes I would mix the two if I wanted this to be a little creamier, less scrubby. I enjoyed these. Have I bought a physical? I don't think I have. I don't think I replaced a physical scrub just because I'm not a big fan of physical exfoliants. I'd rather do chemical. So I probably won't repurchase either of these. Maybe I'll repurchase a physical exfoliant but one day, but probably not. I finished this Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. I really like this one. I'm a big fan of Good Molecules. You'll probably see a couple more items from them. I see one right now, but again, probably should be more, but I can't find it. I really like Good Molecules products in general. Like, I find them pretty affordable. They don't sell them in Canada, but you can order them from the website, and that's what I did. I really like this one. Didn't sting. Got rid of like the eye makeup really well. Didn't have to like do like crazy scrubbing or anything like that. when you put water on it, it like mixed well, it like emoliated well, all that stuff. So I really like this. Would repurchase. Right now I'm working on a cleansing balm. Again, I'm pretty sure I got it on FabFitFun, which I'm enjoying. But as soon as that's done, I probably would repurchase this one just because it's affordable and I really liked it and it didn't sting my eyes. One of the things that I hate the most about cleansing balms, especially if they're expensive, if I put them on to take off my mascara, which is probably my main reason for buying cleansing balms, and they burn. I hate that so much. This didn't do that, so I love this so much. This is the First Aid Beauty. This is their Pure Skin Face Cleanser. I really like First Aid Beauty. I've liked them for a long time, probably since they've debuted in Sephora. I got this pretty sure last year's, like 2024's Boxing Day sale. Or I know for sure I got this and a big tube of the cream for half of the price. So that's why I picked it up. It's nice and big. Took me a while to get through it, but I did it. Really enjoyed this. Would repurchase for sure. And then I got this Jillian Berry wash. Jillian Berry is a longtime friend, and she had a go with some skincare, which a lot of the skincare that I've tried of hers, she gave me a lot. I really have enjoyed. And this was their chamomile facial wash. It's a foaming facial wash. I really enjoyed this. There should be, again, I used her like lotion cleanser as well. It comes in a tube. Comes in a tube like this, of the lotion facial cleanser that I really enjoyed, but again, I can't find it. I know I finished it, but who knows? That might have been one of the ones that I threw away before I started collecting my empties. Really enjoyed this. If I could repurchase, I would, but I don't think she's making them right now. She might come back, and when she does, I'll be happy to repurchase, but I enjoyed this. And if I could repurchase, I probably would. Really like the component. It's very fancy. It's got a good weight to it. So those are my cleansers. Let's see. I got a couple of masks. So the Glow Recipe Watermelon Sleeping Mask. I've had this for quite a bit, and I'm very happy to have gotten all of it to use. I would repurchase this again. I like this. I like that it was like a nighttime mask. So skincare at night, which is really nice. I didn't use this every day because it is like a PHA, I believe. PHA, BHA mask. So it's a little exfoliate, but it did leave my skin feeling really nice, and the next morning my skin always looked great when I use this. So I definitely would repurchase. Just trying to get through some of my other skincare before I go ahead and put this back into rotation. Especially lately, I have been really bad about not doing my nighttime skincare. I'm sorry, sometimes I get lazy, and I have to be better about it. I have to be more consistent because I have a lot of skincare at night that I need to get through. And then this is the Pharmacy Honey Potion Plus mask. This is their mask where it's like a thermal. It gets like warm. I enjoyed this, especially when I first started using it. I noticed towards the end, it was probably, maybe it was like on the brink of expiration, but towards the end it was burning a little too much. Maybe I'm just a little extra sensitive, but it was burning a little too much, I found, towards the end. But I did enjoy using this in the beginning. I probably wouldn't repurchase just because I'm more into like very like hydrating masks and stuff right now. Possibly I would. I do like pharmacy products. But yeah, I enjoyed this, save for the last couple months of using it, just because I find maybe it was just getting too old, and if I left it on my skin for too long, it would just it would feel too burny. That's my adjective, too burny. So these masks are great. Would definitely repurchase the Glow Recipe one once I get through a little bit more of my skincare, because I think it was like 2023, 2024, I just accumulated way too much. I got some facial sprays. Oh no, that's a body oil. Never mind. Got a facial spray. There should have been another one. I'm missing way more than I thought. I thought I kept way more than I did. Anyway, it's a facial spray. This one is the Ella Loose. I believe I got this in FabFitFun because I also have a makeup palette in my makeup kit from the same brand. But I don't think you can find this in Canada. Pretty sure this is Camilla. She was like a big YouTube makeup artist. I remember watching a lot of her YouTube tutorials. She's a Brazilian makeup artist, YouTuber, and I'm pretty sure this was her skincare line, or is her skincare line. I'm not sure if you can still get it. I enjoyed this. It's alright. I usually spray my face before skincare application and sometimes before makeup application, and I use that for both reasons, and I liked it. Would I repurchase? Probably not. I'm using a Cola D one right now that I really, really like, and I find that the Cola D one is like pretty affordable considering it's Cola D, but I probably wouldn't repurchase this even if I had the option to, because I do like the Caudalie and the Avene ones a lot better. This is a body glow oil. This is the Herbivore Cocoa Rose. I enjoyed this. I prefer using a body oil over a body lotion personally, so I won't repurchase just because I have a few body lotions and stuff that I need to get through. But once I get through that, I think I'm definitely going to stick more towards the body oils rather than the body lotions, just because I enjoy the experience more. And with my dry skin, especially in the winter, I just find that the oil works better. So I enjoyed that. Would repurchase, but just not right now. Let's see. Are these the only moisturizers I have right now? Yeah, because I was using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and then I started using that on my body, and that was a big tub. And then by the time that was done, I was only really able to use up these two. So these were face moisturizers that I've used up. This is a vitamin C. This is Say You Do from I Do Care. It's a vitamin C like gel consistency moisturizer, which I really like. I use it during the day for my daily moisturizer. I just like using vitamin C during the day rather than at night. So this was my one of the daytime moisturizers that I got through. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. This is the Gel Cream Extra Dry. They sent me this. I enjoyed it. I use it at night. I don't necessarily love it. I like how heavy it feels, but I don't like the way it doesn't really sink into the skin. I don't like the way, I just wanted to feel more moisturized from the skin. Considering how thick it was and how it's supposed to be for extra dry skin, I thought it would be a little bit more intense. So I probably wouldn't repurchase. I didn't love how this felt after application, but it was alright. It was given to me, so I did my thing. I used it up. Nothing goes to waste here. So those are a couple moisturizers. Let's get, this is eye cream. That's a serum. That's a serum. Just trying to at least categorize a little bit of these last guys. Okay, I think these are all the serums I went through. So I got a little Caudalie Vino Perfect. I always collect these whenever they are offering them at Sephora, free with purchase or whatever the case may be. Always pick it up. I like these. I'm pretty sure I went through one more of these, so there should be two, but love them. I love that they're little glass bottles. Love this stuff. Would repurchase. I'm pretty sure I have a couple in the inventory to use up. Another one is the Hyperreal Max Serumizer. I love the Hyperreal line. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have all of it. I have it all in mini size. I love this under makeup, and I definitely am going to repurchase the large size for my kit as well. just because I love how much makeup looks on top of this line. The moisturizer, the serum, everything is so, so good. So I would definitely repurchase the full size, not just for me, but also for my kit. This is fantastic under makeup. If you don't like how Rhode or POV looks under makeup, try Max Skincare, especially their Hyperbreal line. Max Skincare has always been pretty elite. I remember even when I used to work there, I used to love their Lightful line so much. Their Comfort Cream was everything to me. Really, really like the Hyperbreal. Would definitely repurchase the big sizes as soon as I'm finished all my little minis that I've collected. I'm definitely going to repurchase the big size. This Stratia Liquid Gold. This, I'm pretty sure I got this on FabFitFun. Not in one of my boxes, but on like those sales that they do. Sometimes I take advantage of the FabFitFun sales because I'm not like subscribed to the boxes anymore. But sometimes they have really, really good deals on products. Even though they're in USD, sometimes even with the conversion and the shipping from the States, it still comes out cheaper than what you can buy here in Canada. I don't know if Stratia is available in Canada right now. I knew at the time it wasn't. I got this in the States. I absolutely love this. This is a ceramide serum, lotion serum. Really, really good for your barrier repair. So if you've messed up your like skin's barrier and you need to heal your skin's barrier, this is a fantastic product for that. Full of ceramides. My skin felt great. If I could repurchase, I will. If I can find them, I will repurchase probably more than one because I really, really like the serum. Regardless of how many serums I have yet to go through, if I find more of these, I will buy. Mark my words. Okay, and then last, I guess, serum product that I have here is this Undefined R&R Nights Serum. What is this brand? I'm not 100% sure. It's really, like it says it's a serum, but it actually feels more of like a facial oil. It's really, like it says it's a serum, but it actually feels more of like a facial oil. I use this at night. I like to use facial oils at night. I never really got into slugging because I can't deal with my pillow, like my pillowcase sticking to my face. I lose my mind if I wake up and my pillowcase is sticking to my face because I've slugged. So I find that this is a good alternative. You feel moisturized like you would with slugging, but your sheets and stuff I find that don't really like stick to you. I am like a side sleeper, so I kind of squish my one side into my pillow. And that's why I like oils over like salves or Vaseline and that kind of stuff, like ointments, just because I don't know, I get stimulated in a way or overstimulated. Not 100% sure how to describe the feeling, but I hate it. So, but I really like this oil. I would use an oil again. I don't necessarily know if I would repurchase this exact one, but it was nice because it's like a night serum and it does like repair and all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed it. Okay, I got a couple of eye creams here. I got the Pharmacy Wake Up Honey travel size. I have the Innisfree, the Intensive Hydrating Roll On. This is the roll packaging. And I have the Yerba Mate Good Molecules Eye Gel. Let's start with this one. I love this. This is really, really great. I feel like it's one of the only eye gels or eye creams that you put on and actually see a difference when it comes to like how tired or how dark your eyes and your eye circles are. Really, really love this. Would repurchase. I have 2 in stock right now to go through once I'm done the eye cream that I'm currently using. Really, really like this stuff. Would recommend. Will repurchase. The Wake Up Honey eye cream, I didn't really find anything too great about this, to be honest. I don't think it was bad. I don't think that it made my eyes look like they were more awake or anything like that. It really just felt like a moisturizer for the eyes. I didn't really feel like anything, like I wasn't really benefiting from anything using this. Didn't not enjoy it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because I find that there's other products that I enjoy more in terms of experience and how they like the efficacy of their products. That's a Pharmacy one. And then this is the Intense Roll On. This is more like a gel serum consistency. I really, really like the applicator, this like rolly ball. It's really nice to kind of like feel like energized and invigorated and like makes your eyes just like feel open and fresh. And I really do like the like gel moisturizer consistency. It's like their green tea line, which is really, really nice. I like this. I would repurchase again. I'm pretty sure I have one in stock to use up, just because I really, really like applicators like this. Oh, I missed the serum. The La Roche-Posay. This is their Hylu serum, B5. Pardon me. It's our hyaluronic acid serum with a vitamin B5. Really enjoyed this. It's a little bit of a thicker consistency, but not sticky. I felt really hydrating. I like this. I would repurchase. I believe I got sent this, but I would repurchase. Once I go through my hyaluronic serums, it would be an option possibly. Right now I'm using the Good Molecules hyaluronic acid serum, which I really enjoy. So it'd probably be a toss-up between those two right now. And I've tried a few different hyaluronic serums. I've tried The Ordinary, I've tried Inky List, I've tried L'Oreal, and I find that that one and the Good Molecules that I'm using right now are definitely like on the top for me. Now for a sunscreen, this is the Bloom Effect. I'm pretty sure this is the same company, but I could be wrong. This is the Blue Effect, the Tulip Dew, vitamins and mineral. This is the mineral SPF. This one has SPF 50 in it. I really like this because it had a bit of like it has a nude tint to it. I don't know if I can get any out. It's not white. It's not a white. I can't get any out. It's not a white sunscreen. It's not so it doesn't really leave a cast at all. I find that like it really gives a nice natural finish to it, and I don't have to worry about it looking pasty or having any kind of white cast. I enjoy this. It took me a while to get through it. You do have to do that, but I enjoyed it. Would I repurchase? I don't know. I don't know if I can even repurchase. I don't know if I think Bloom Effects is still around, right? Not 100% sure, but I enjoyed this. I'm pretty sure I got this with the FabFitFun box as well. Let's see. Okay, so I think going forward, oh no, we still have a couple more hair things. Oops, I missed these. This is the Osis Plus Dust It Volumizing Powder. This is, besides the Got To Be Glued Free Spray, this is my top product. I use this on everybody, on every head of hair. This is the best texturizing powder that you can probably get on the market. It's honestly just the best one. I've tried lots of different ones. I also really enjoy the Puff Me one from Design Me, is a great one. People like the big sexy hair. I would say this is pretty comparable, but better. Yeah, great, fantastic. I have a few backups, and I use this quite regularly. It's a small bottle. You don't need a lot. Even though I was using this on every head of hair that came across me that sat in my chair, it still took me a year to finish it up, just because you don't need a lot of it and it's just that good of a product. So if you were in the hairstyling business like I am, this dusted powder, this volumizing powder, the best. The best. Now I'm going to talk about something that is the worst. I managed, even though I hated this pretty much from the get, I managed to finish the Living Proof Frizz Vanishing Oil. I don't know what it is about Living Proof, but I feel like they were way better than they are now. I feel like everything that I've tried from them, other than their dry shampoo, which is great, but I just don't use a lot of dry shampoo anymore. Living Proof is so mid. I'm not even gonna lie. Their products are so mid. I remember I got this with their shampoo and conditioner in the purple bottles. I got it when they first launched. They got sent to me in a trio. And again, I remember thinking that those shampoos and that shampoo and conditioner, it took me, like, I had to force myself to finish them because I just did not like them. I don't like Living Proof products. I don't know what it is. And I used to. I remember using their hair perfector overnight, like leave-in thing, loved it. And I remember using their dry shampoo and really liking it. But like now, anytime I've tried anything, it was like pulling teeth to finish this. I hated this. It's such a heavy oil. Your hair does not absorb it regardless if it's dry or if it's wet. It's just heavy. It just sits on it. It made my hair feel dirty. I hate this oil. I will never repurchase. Never. Okay, I think that's all my hair stuff. Before we get into makeup, let's do these little perfumes. These little perfume daddies. I have quite a perfume collection, and I do like to get a lot of these little guys, and then if I like the little guys and I finish the little guys, I'll buy like the next size up, so like the travel size, the roller bottle or whatever, and I finish that, then I buy the full size bottle, because that's how I know I like them. Some of these were good. I have here Replica in the Garden. This is the one that's supposed to smell like tomato leaves and stuff like that. I enjoyed this. I really liked wearing this in the summer. I felt like it was nice and light, and it didn't really give me, like sometimes if I wear scents, especially like floral ones that are too long, I get kind of like sick or a headache or whatever the case may be. I didn't get that from this. I really enjoyed it. But I do feel like it's a very niche demographic for people who like this scent. I'm one of them. So I liked it. I don't necessarily think that I would buy the full size, but anytime I can get a little guy like this, I will. I don't think I'll buy the full size, because there's other scents that I like better, like, and I will buy in a full size. But anytime I come across like a free sample like this, I will get it, because I did enjoy this. Something that I didn't enjoy. Where is? Oh, it might be in the nude bag. Is Commodity Gold. I'm not gonna lie, the commodity that I've tried so far, I've tried Gold. I think I have a Juice up there that I'm trying to get through, and a Milk. I don't like any of them, and they're all like expressive in the black. I haven't smelled or tried out any of the scents that are the same, but like in the personal, in the white. But all of the black ones in the black bottles that I've tried, I don't like. I don't know what it is. I just feel like there's better. Don't love. So this I used to use it up. I used it as a room spray, which I do sometimes. Like this Tom Ford one as well. Soleil. It's too strong. I find that Tom Ford scents, although they are very good quality and you can tell that like they are very prestige scents, a lot of the times they're just too strong for me. It's just a little too much. So I like the scent smelling it like this, but I couldn't wear it for long on, so I used it I just decided to use it up as a room spray. It just won't spray anymore. There's some there, you can see some at the bottom, but it just, oh, there we go. I use it as a room spray. This is the Ariana Grande Love Notes, which I loved, that I bought in a larger size. So I have on my vanity over there, well, my dresser, I have the 40 ml spray. Not the big guy, but the travel size spray, not roller ball. I really enjoy Ariana's fragrances. Surprisingly, I didn't think I would, but I love this. There's something super nostalgic about this scent. It's like mature, but it's not grandma, but there's something nostalgic about it, and I really like. And then this is Juliet Has a Gun, Ode to Dullness. I personally really like all of the Juliet Has a Gun fragrances. Not a Perfume is my go-to fragrance, has become my go-to fragrance. I've gone through a couple of these little guys in Not a Perfume, and I'm currently finishing my second like travel size bottle, so I'm gonna buy the full size, because I've gone through 2 of the travel size. It's 40 milliliters, so that tells me I like it, so I'm gonna buy the full size. And those are my perfume samples, the ones that I finished. Again, I'm working on project plan with my fragrances, because I don't want them to get too old and the scents and stuff change. But I have quite a few fragrances, so it's gonna be a while before I actually like finish one. And besides the Not a Perfume, because I could definitely see myself finishing off the Not a Perfume, or even the Missing Person, because that is another one that I like to wear. So that's it for scent. I have a few like chapsticks. This was such an accomplishment. I'm so happy that I finished this Dior lip oil. This was just like the 01 pink, like literally like nothing left in there. And I think this goes to show like how great, just whatever was left on the brush, how great Dior is, because I didn't have to take out the stopper in order to get every last bit of this. And I think that is what makes the difference between a prestige luxury brand and just a whatever brand. I finished every drop of this without taking off the stopper, and it's such a great accomplishment, but also just goes to show how great quality Dior is, because show me another lip gloss that you can get to the bottom, like literally nothing is left without taking the stopper. Show me. I want you to show me. We'll definitely repurchase. I haven't repurchased anytime soon because I do have quite a bit of glosses and balms and stuff that I need to get through, but I will repurchase eventually one day. I got these EOS bombs. They're just the chapsticks. I told you, we dig out every little bit because nothing goes to waste in this house, okay? Pretty sure I got these from my mom, like stocking stuffers situations. A really great way that I got through these chapsticks is just always making sure that it's in front of me. I won't use anything if I can't find it. So really just having things obviously out for me to see and use has been the trick for me to actually use my stuff. So really happy that I got through 3 of these. And I'm not just talking about like, I'm just gonna use it up until like I can't get any more. Like, I dug out everything. I dig them out. So these are done. Very happy about these because they were starting to get a bit older. This is like from a few Christmases ago, so I'm happy that I got them done before they got too old to use. And then I have this Hello Kitty La Cream Shop chapstick that I've completely finished. This one just kind of smelled sweet, didn't really have a flavor or anything like this. A lot of these chapsticks are my coffee table chapsticks, so just kind of just like slap it on, go about my day. Really happy to use that up. So those are the chapsticks. I have a few like mascara, brow gel options. Some of these, like this is from my kit, this is from my kit, and then these were personal. So I have the e.l.f. Big Mood waterproof mascara. Just always have a waterproof formula on hand. In a pinch, I picked this up from the drugstore because I didn't have one and I needed a waterproof, and then it's actually ended up working out really great. I really enjoyed this mascara and worked well for my clients who wanted the waterproof. And then I have a Maybelline Great Lash clear mascara that I use for brow gel for my clients. And this is just a tried and true called Classic. Everybody loves Maybelline Great Lash. But if you need somebody like that has like really stubborn brow hairs that need to hold up, this probably won't do the trick. But for the most part, you're covered with good brow hold when you're using the Great Lash. So those are from the kit. In terms of stuff for myself, I have this Pretty Little Secrets brows. This is a brow lash boutique that is no longer around. This was just like their brow gel. I would say it's pretty, I can't even take it up, pretty comparable to the Great Lash. I just found that the Great Lash has a better hold, so I use this more for myself. I was given this for free when I was one of their lash models, so I would just use that one on my clients. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Serum. I think it was okay. I don't think I was using it consistently enough to really like notice a difference, and then it just got old and I just stopped using it. I don't really think lash serums really do anything, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I've used quite a few different ones. I've used Grande Lash, I've used like Lashify, I remember, and a few different ones that were just like huge at the time, and I don't think any of them did anything. I don't think they do anything, but that's my personal experience. I don't know, you could probably have a different experience and maybe, you know, have a rebuttal for that. But this is the Rare Beauty travel size mascara. This is just the black. It's not empty, I just hate it. This is one of the mascaras that, like, even if I'm wearing it just for an hour, I constantly have like that dark ring under my bottom lash line. I'm pretty prone to that in general, but this was terrible for that. Terrible. So I didn't even finish it. I hate this. I don't know, maybe like the full size is different, because like sometimes people say like mini size and full size have a different formula. whatever this formula is in the mini one, garbage. I hated it. And then I have this Lancome Idole mascara. This was my go-to mascara before my current go-to mascara right now, which is the Prada one. I hate that I love the Prada mascara because it's so expensive, but I love it so much. It's such a good mascara. Oh my god. But don't let me influence you into buying Prada mascara because that's ridiculous. I enjoyed this in terms of like lash hold and keeping things looking full without like very minimal smudging, no flaking. This is pretty good. I would say it's up there with some of my top mascaras. Comparable to the Dior Show. If you guys like the Dior Show mascara, I would say this is pretty comparable. More affordable than the Dior. But it was a good mascara. I probably would repurchase, but like I said, I am currently obsessed with the Prada one, unfortunately for me. Oh my god. Why do I like expensive things? Brow mascara. I'm also getting rid of these eyelash curlers from my kit. I just think that it's getting to a point where it's old. Like I can these pretty much touch where they shouldn't. And like the mechanism just isn't as strong as it should be. I'm not getting an even curl, so we are retiring these eyelash curlers. They're completely crooked. I don't believe that this is any brand. I'm pretty sure it's Sally Hansen. Pretty sure it was Sally Hansen, but I could be wrong. But it's just your generic eyebrow or eyelash curlers, and they need to be retired because everything is crooked and it's not doing the job that it should be doing. Oh yeah, this is also mascara. So Kaja had sent me this. I don't know if it's still a product that they have in their line. It's basically 2 types of mascara and a brow gel. You have a brow gel, a lengthening, and a volumizing mascara. These are just okay. I like how innovative the idea of having like 3 mascaras in one. I think it's really cool. They're magnetized. I just don't think the formula of the mascara is great. I found that the lengthening one, it would fall. This is the volumizing one. It was a bit clumpy. And I don't feel like the gel really did too much. So, A+ for innovation. And Kasha's pretty affordable. But formula not great. So, will not repurchase. I have a MAC Skin Prep and Prime. It's one of my favorite primers to use for my kit. This is just great for all skin types and really does make the skin look so good underneath any kind of makeup, whether it be like medium, light, full coverage, doesn't matter. This makes it all look so good. One of my favorite primers ever. Will repurchase. I currently have, I think, 1 more of these on the go. I have a Natural Radiance, which I also really like from MAC from their primer line. And once I'm getting through those, I will repurchase for sure because this is such a great primer. I got a couple of the Charlotte Tilbury setting sprays. I buy the big ones and then I emptied into the little guy. I didn't keep the big one for some reason, I'm not sure. The Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is a great setting spray, especially if you prefer more of the pump type rather than like the aerosol. Really works great for keeping makeup on. Has a beautiful finish. One of my favorite setting sprays. However, I've switched up to the O-Size one. I just find that it gives a little bit better customer experience and it works really well. I probably would repurchase again. It's a great setting spray. Nothing bad to say about it at all. And I have dry skin and I enjoy it for myself, so. Oh, there was a skincare thing here that we missed. This is the Tula Rose and Glow Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I love these. This is not my first empty. As you can see, I dug her out, got every last bit. Right now I'm using the gold one, which I like better than the pink one, but I really do like the pink one. And I've tried the blue one before as well. I really like them both. I always try to just make sure I have at least one of them around. This is one of my favorite Tula products ever, ever, ever. Really enjoyed it. Would recommend, would probably repurchase. Like I said, I like the gold one the best, but I would repurchase the pink as well. Let's say if the gold one is out, I'd be happy to repurchase that one. I got a couple of illuminizers in here. So I got the Glow Milk. This is the Beauty Crop. I don't know if this company's around anymore. This has just got too old. It's not empty. But I took it out of the kit just because I felt like it was getting too old. It's kind of weird. I use this mostly for like the décolleté and like the clavicle and stuff like that. But I still felt weird about it, so I took it out of my kit just because I've had it for a while. And then I have here the Drunk Elephant. This is the De-Bronzy ones. This is just a little sample, but I liked it so much. I like using it on my clients, especially ones that have nice little tans and want to match up their chest to their faces. I have repurchased the larger size, and I probably would purchase the full size, the largest size, eventually, once I get through the other smaller ones that I have. I really enjoyed this. I'm not a Drunk Elephant fan. I'm not. But I do enjoy this, and I like their blush one too. I like this one so much that I tried the blush one, and I really like the blush one. It's really, really pretty. So I would repurchase. I have repurchased. Eventually I'll probably repurchase the fullest size once I get through it. This one I probably wouldn't repurchase. I don't think I can. Not that it's bad. I just think it was getting too old. Another Kaja product. This is their bronzing stamp. I don't believe they carry it anymore. It's like in a star shape. It was like that idea where it's like a little cushion, like kind of like a cushion foundation, and you stamp it on here and then you stamp it on yourself. I enjoyed this. It was a fun product. I like liquid products over creams, so I like that this was more like a liquid consistency. It blends it up really nice. I don't think I can repurchase this, but if I could, I might. If there was an option to repurchase this, it would be a consideration, I think, because it was fun, and it was a pretty good like liquid bronzer to wear underneath like a powder. I got a couple. Is this eyeliner or is this? Okay, a couple of brow products. The Anastasia Brow Wiz Classic. I have the NYX Professional Lift and Snatch brow marker, and I got a little Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. This little sample guy. I always like getting these little samples if they're offered in Sephora because they're great for the purse. The Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is, I believe, in the medium brown. This one was in the kit. I let it. Between this one and then the MAC pencils, they're my favorite. Don't like the Kosas. The Nano, I wish it worked better. I just find that it's really hard to actually draw on. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like too much wax, and it's just like, I don't know. I didn't like those pencils, and which was really upsetting because everybody talked so well about them. And if I was able to get the product on my eyebrow a lot easier, or on my client's eyebrow a lot easier, I'd probably like it more because I like how tiny it is. And then the Lift and Snatch by NYX. This is when, like, it's like bubbling. It's weird. I got a bunch of these when, you know, soap brows were everything at the time, and I stopped doing soap brows, and I just never really used it. I got here a Prep and Prime from MAC. It's a lip primer. I love this stuff, especially if you have clients that are a little bit more on the mature side and they have a lot of those like lip lines. This is really great to stop your lipstick from feathering. Make sure it stays in place, especially if you're using bold colors. Don't skip the primer. I have like 3 or 4 of these stocked up, so I'll repurchase eventually, just not anytime soon, because I have a plethora. And then here we have a MAC Studio Radiance foundation. This is the Studio Radiance Face and Body in C2. It is my most used shade. This is my favorite foundation. I use it on myself. I use it on my clients. People don't know that this is actually waterproof. Okay, once it sets, it is a waterproof foundation. It's so good for bridal. And people constantly look it over, but it's so good. It is my everything. I will never stop using this. I've tried other foundations, other ranges, and although a lot of foundations have really great things about them, but they, in all categories, do not compare to this. This is my be all and end all. I love you so much Studio Radiance. You are a queen. The best. I got here a duo glue, a lash glue. Managed to get through a whole one of these before it got really gross, which is very nice. I mean, these get really gross really quickly, so I was very diligent on like making sure I cleaned it well every time I used it so that I would be able to finish it off completely before it got really fucking gross. So, finished that. This one was for my kit. I almost never wear lashes myself. So, I got a gloss. It's a MAC gloss, which was also in my kit. It's like a sheer bronzy color with like a lot of sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. Really nice color, really nice for like nudes and stuff. And she is done and been replaced with Lust. Pretty sure it's Lust that I replaced it with their MAC lip gloss in Lust. Yes, I would say. Got an e.l.f. liquid eyeliner pen. This is a really good pen. I really enjoy it. For a personal pen. It's really nice and dark, doesn't flake. It's just very old, so I tossed her. And I don't really wear liquid liner anymore. But if I was looking to repurchase a liquid liner pen, this is a good option. If I wasn't mad at e.l.f. I am mad at you, e.l.f. Still. I don't know if I'll ever not be mad at you. But this is a really good pen if you're looking for an affordable. Look how dark that is. It's like nice and matte and pigmented. It's a really good eyeliner. I hate that you've disappointed me, e.l.f. Why did you do this? And then I got this Inglot. I love Inglot so much. I'm so sad that they've taken out their freestanding sword from Toronto. It's an Inglot. I would say this is an eyeliner. Yeah, kohl pencil. It's in like this nude color. I like to use it for the waterline. However, it is one of those like gel consistencies, so it's dried out to the point where like the actual product is dried up and is like stuck in there. So she's expired. But she was a great pencil when she was in good condition. It was a really good pencil. I really enjoyed it. And then another pencil that I had to get rid of in my kit because it's dried out is this MAC Pro Longwear pencil. That's how you know it's pretty old. In Oh Honey. And as you can see, she's dried out and is stuck in there. Let's see if she'll come out. That's so funny. But yeah, she's no good. She has expired, so I had to take her out. And that's it. That's all of the empties. Let's count. Should we count them? I'll stay on for like another 15 minutes. Should we count them? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Oh, will we get to 100? 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. I definitely have more than 100 products, but like I said, there's a lot more missing here than I thought. 98. That's quite a bit, actually. I thought that's more than I thought. I was like, oh, maybe like 60. There's like 60 products in here. 98. That's not bad, especially considering there's a lot missing. There's a few deodorants missing, a few toothpaste missing, a couple flosses, like some hairsprays that I threw out on location. You guys, almost 100 products. That's really good. I'm really happy. And this is like a really good visual display, or a visual idea of like what I actually use, how much of it I actually use, and how much I'll actually need to purchase going forward. This was a good little reality check. Wow. Project Pen actually works, you guys. Project Pen actually works if you are consistent. And this is not with consistency. Like I had said earlier, like there were times last year where I would go a few months at a time where I wasn't doing any skincare. I would wash my face and then call it a day. Like, considering the inconsistencies, this is pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. Almost 100 products I emptied last year. I definitely emptied more than that, but this is what we can account for. 100 products, 98. You guys, you think we can beat it? I think I can beat it for 2026. I've already started collecting. I have like at least a handful of stuff in the new empties bag, so I definitely think I can beat it for 2026. So this is 98 products. I'm gonna set a goal of 100. Let's not go too crazy. Let's do 120 for 2026. That is going to be the goal. Let me know if you guys want videos of me updating you guys on it, or if I should just leave it all for next year and we can do this all over again. Let me know. If you have any questions or comments, please, feel free to DM me. I am happy to answer any questions you may have. If you've missed anything and you wanted to know my thoughts, I'd be happy to share. A lot of these things that I have here are linked on my LTK, including the shirt and the microphone and everything, kind of what you see. I try to link as much of it on my LTK, which is on my profile and my bio. Yeah, thanks for hanging with me and helping me get this really good reality check of what I use and how much I use, and making sure that my money and my products aren't going to waste. We are not wasting this year. No money wasted, no product wasted, no time wasted. All right? You understand? No waste. No waste youth around here, all right? Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Don't forget to follow, like, share, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you on the next live.